Welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. Barcelona have been knocked out of the Copa del Rey. It's happened again against Athletic. It was almost a direct repeat of what we saw in the first game of the season, whereby a late goal, late goal, sends us out. It defeats us on the night, and Barcelona are eliminated. And I've got to say, right now, I'm gutted. And I'm not really sure that I'm gutted that we're out of the Copa del Rey. This is not the Champions League final. This is not here a must-win La Liga game. The Copa del Rey has always been pretty important. Is it our priority? No, it's not. But I'm just gutted, really, because in that second half, we deserved more. I really did feel as though we created some really good chances. We played well there. We played some good football in that second half. And if only again we could have scored. If only again that one touch there, that final pass, that final finish could have gone right for us. It could have been a different game. But again, disappointment for Barcelona. Questions will be asked of this team. We, much like Real Madrid, we're out. And I know many people here will be very, very frustrated, very annoyed, and I can completely understand that. I think it was a very frustrating game in all different kinds of ways. It was a very, very physical performance there from Athletic Club. I wasn't happy with the referee, to be perfectly honest, either. But at the same time, what I would say is the team did play well. It wasn't as though in this kind of game we've come here and Athletic have pressed us into oblivion. We didn't spend the entire game there camped in our own half, playing long balls and just hoofing it upfield, hoping for the best. In the second half, we really took control, we really dominated, and like I say, we had some really, really good chances. So I'm not completely here demoralised by this defeat. What I would also like to say is, guys, I'm never going to be happy to lose a game. I'm never going to be happy there to go out with the cup. What I would say, though, is this. We saw in this game, Gerard Piqué go off injured, yet another player there who may be out for some time, we don't know yet. But Barcelona right now are extremely stretched for players. We all know that. Did we really need, if we progressed into the semi-final, would we then have the squad right now to deal with those two legs? Because in the semi-final, again, it does become a two-leg affair. We would have had 2 extra games, and also, if Athletic wouldn't have scored, we would have there gone into extra time, possibly even penalties on the night, and we play on Sunday. We got a very crucial, difficult away game on Sunday, away at Real Betis. Did we really want here to go all that time there into extra time? Maybe there could have been more injuries, we don't know. All that I know is there are some positives tonight that you can take from the game. I understand that people will be unhappy, and everybody, of course, is entitled to their opinion. I just felt as though today we are unfortunate. We did deserve better. We should have scored, and that's our own fault too. We've got to do better in terms of finishing. But if we now move on to Quique Setien's starting lineup, and this just illustrates really how thin on the ground Barcelona were. We started in goal there with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He did have today quite a few rare but erratic distribution passes. A few times he gave it away there to the attacking players of Atlanta, to the midfield, and it was very, very rare for ter Stegen to do that there in his distribution. Jordi Alba, I'm going to come on to. I was really, really unhappy today with his work in the final third. That final ball, if it would have been better from him today in that final third, we could have had goals, no doubt about that. It was Longley and Piqué there at centre-back. Like I say, Piqué was forced off with that injury. Samuel Umtiti came on to replace him, and then Nelson Semedo in that right-back area. It was Busquets, Rakitic and De Jong in midfield. Rakitic there was subbed out for Arthur Melo in the second half, and I've got to feel as though Arturo Vidal couldn't have been fit. He couldn't have been there fully fit, or we would have seen him, because this game here was crying out for somebody like Arturo Vidal, the physicality of it, the fact that we needed somebody there to link midfield and attack, but unfortunately he didn't seem to be ready for this game, even though we had to include him on the bench. Then Ansu Fati from the left, it was Sergi Roberto from the right hand side. That's how light we were in the squad today, and Lionel Messi playing a false nine role, dropping in when he could, and he was there, the vocal point of our attack, and when he dropped in, we were relying on midfielders, we were relying on Ansu, on Sergio Roberto there to get into those attacking areas. In the second half, though, Ansu Fati was substituted. On came Antoine Griezmann, who Sarabia said coming into this game was just given there a little bit of a rest, and that just illustrates really the situation that Barcelona are in. He said Griezmann had played so many games, he needed some time out, but we had to call upon him, and then Ansu Fati, he was the one who needed some rest, and that's the problem right now. You look at that team, you think Messi, he desperately needs maybe a little bit of time away from the field. You look at Frenkie de Jong, you look at Busquets, players there who are clearly really feeling it right now, but with all of these games, we haven't had chance to rotate because of the lack of options that we have, and right now, that's concerning, and that's what I mean. 2 more games there in the Copa, in semi-finals. Did we really need that with this kind of squad? I'm not so sure. But like I say, guys, it was an extremely physical game. Athletic Club clearly came out with a game plan. They were very, very forceful in their challenges. They were winning the ball high up the field, and they were really getting into us. What I would also say was, it seemed like there was a lot of decisions, really, that went against Barcelona today. There was a lot of challenges in there, a lot of fouls I felt off the ball that the referee didn't give in Barcelona's favour, and then I felt as though every single foul Barcelona made, we seemed to get a booking. Barca today, 6 yellows, Athletic, just 3. How have we managed to have there double the amount of yellow cards than Athletic Club? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I also feel as though the referee there had a big impact in the second half. Frenkie de Jong into the penalty area when we were in that really dominant spell, played some brilliant football, worked it nicely. De Jong goes down, there's clearly there a shove in the back. Referee said no penalty, and that there was a big moment. But, like I say, we had chances. Big chances there. In the first half, not so much, but in that second half, from about 50 minutes to about 75 minutes, we were dominant and we should have scored. And the first chance there fell to Antoine Griezmann, and it was a big one too. Really big chance there. It's Sergio Roberto down the right-hand side. Unlike Alba, he does actually find there a good final ball, plays it back to Griezmann. It's a simple finish. You put it one way or the other, but unfortunately, it's a brilliant save for the inspired Athletic goalkeeper today, Unai Simon. And also, just a few minutes to go, 88 minutes gone, the final moments of the game, and it falls to Messi. And when that happens, you expect it to be a goal. It's a brilliant through ball by Arthur Melo. He's in on goal, Messi. He tries to put it across the goalkeeper into the bottom corner, but again, Unai Simon sticks out a leg. It's a brilliant save. But Barcelona, these are clear-cut chances. We're not talking here about efforts from the edge of the area. We're not talking about long-range shots. We're not talking here about headers or crosses into the area. We are talking here about very clear-cut chances where we've opened up Athletic, where we played some brilliant passing football. You're in on goal, and you need that finish. Today, we didn't take those chances, and it always left us open, because you always felt as though Adarith came on, the crowd was building, the expectation of Athletic, the confidence was growing. You always felt as though there might be one more chance for them, and when that ball came in from the right-hand side, it was ending up only in one place. The back of Ter Stegen's net. So disappointing for Barcelona, because I really felt as though today the players did put in some effort. In the first half, I don't think it was particularly vintage Barcelona, but in the second half they were good. But it was also good running out there. We saw tonight a lot of good effort from Barcelona. Every single one of those players were really trying. They wanted to get that win, but tonight it didn't happen. And of course, when you're knocked out of any tournament at all, there is going to be frustration, there is going to be anger. They've got to deal with that, because we've got a massive game, and I mean massive, on Sunday. But obviously, as I alluded to there at the beginning of the video, we are not alone tonight in our Copa del Rey exit, because also Real Madrid have been knocked out, and to be honest, in a lot more embarrassing fashion than we actually were, because they were absolutely mauled, really, at home, at the Bernabeu, by Real Sociedad, who at one point in that game led by 4-1. In the end, Real got it back to 4-3, but they are also eliminated, and to be honest, it does make for quite an exciting end here to the Copa del Rey. That means now that Real Sociedad are left, Granada are left, Segunda Division Mirandes are left, and also, of course, Athletic Club will make up there the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey. No Barça, no Atletico, no Real. But like I say, now our focus, it's on La Liga, it's on the Champions League. There's no excuses. Of course you can look at the squad. Of course there you can look certain decisions on the night. But at the end of the day, we've got to take this on the chin now. We've got to accept we're out of the cup. We've lost another game. It's more disappointment. But we have a massive game away at Betis. We have to start sending out some real statements. The players need to find some energy from somewhere. Because in La Liga, we are trailing Real. We need to make up those points. And we cannot afford, on Sunday, to drop any more. We'll see what happens. Big days to come. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you make of tonight's performance? Did Barcelona deserve more? Were we unlucky? Or did you feel as though Athletic deserved the win? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. I will see you soon, of course, for more videos. Lots coming up. There's lots of work to do, but we have to keep believing. I will see you soon, guys. But until next time, as always, Visca el Barça.